Good morning, fellow gamers and YouTubers. Welcome to week 4 update of the Tale 2 Noobs at Kings of War 500 point army challenge between Lomax and myself. Sorry about missing last week, but between our two hectic job schedules and real life getting in the way, we had to kind of skip it. However, we've now gotten up to week 4. Next week we plan to fight the final battle and have the voting competition for everyone next week. So please tune in. What I've done is I've managed to get all of my army based, primed, and 4 colors on them. So I essentially win that point of the game of our competition. I'm sorry, 2-1 Lomax's favor because he got the first army unit primed and painted, and he got his army together before I did. I just got all busted my butt to get it all done. All right, so let's talk about our armies. Basilean sisterhood. Well, I've now learned how to use Elmer's glue and to build rustic models a lot better. The trick I've used on resin models has been to use white glue, Elmer's white glue, as an accelerant for the super glue. And on those, you can pretty much use 50-50, and it'll work pretty well. On these type of models, it's better to use less Elmer's glue than super glue. Basically, I learned to just put just enough on there so it accelerated the glue's drying process, and the parts glue together and they stay together a lot better. Initially, I was having a lot of trouble with arms falling off, heads falling off, things like that. So, and the other thing I learned is if you don't use a lot of accelerant, you can always position the arms or whatever parts you need to a little bit more easily. I will say this, I enjoyed painting these models a lot better than I did putting them together. Even though they're less detailed than most miniatures I've put together, they still had, the paint went on pretty easy and it brings out pretty good. We'll show you that, do some close-ups here in a minute. I still have a lot of the detail work left to do on these. I personally have just bought a new close-up fine detailed brush, so I can do that, which I plan to do this week before our game, so that should all be taken care of. Yeah, as you can tell, I still have a lot of color left to put on the chariot here itself. And then there's some gaps in the paint that should be white. A couple of panther miniatures like this one. I need to finish up painting. I think I'm going to leave them all black cats except for this white one. I painted her white for my cat, to honor my cat. Other than that, that's how it stands for week 4 for the sisterhood. I turn it over to Lomax and he can show off his very nicely painted army.
It's not a very nicely painted army yet. Hey gamers, Lomax back with you. As you can see, I've gotten everything in my army finished except for the 20 abyssals. Thank you life, thank you work. As MeganerdMike said, week 3 was kind of a bust. We didn't get much done due to many factors, but that's, not your guys' problem. So as he said, next week we will have the full pictures of the army up on Twitter, Facebook, and possibly another website I'll let you all know, so that you can vote on the army you like the most on thematics, paint jobs, and anything else you want to vote on it for. For me, spent a lot of time on those imps, just due to a lot of them not having a lot of contact surface. They, as I painted them, they would break off. You'd have to fix it, stop, and wait on that. The Molochs, those, you know, those were pretty easy. Those didn't take me that long, and I think they turned out decent. And the Ifrit, you know, I got him done the first week. I think he turned out okay. As far as the lower abyssals go, I found some new spray paint. Thought I would try that out. And that spray paint came out a little thick, so I've ruined about 5 models. So I've got to fix that and paint the rest of those by the end of this week. So hopefully I can get that done. And we can get all this tidied up, get the game, and get it out to you guys. As for me, most of my models were all plastic, so again, super easy to put together. They've all painted up really nicely. Haven't had any of the problems that MeganerdMike has getting anything to stay together. As far for me, that's my update. Give you a few more shots of the models I've got completed. There's the Molochs. And there's the Ifrit. In the back, there's the Imps, which I very much hate at this point in my life. And there's the Abyssals, lower Abyssals, and their red spray paint glory. So, that's all I've got for this week. Please, like we said, tune in to Twitter or Facebook. It'll be linked in the description below. Give this video a like, subscribe, and we'll see you next week with the ending to this challenge.
Again, we're sorry for missing last week, but real life threw in some big speed bumps. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and see you next week. I'm going to take some pictures. I'll put them up on my DeviantArt.
Okay.
We can go ahead and do that.